Hello there, and welcome back to Midlife Crisis. I'm Cheryl. Today is Mother's Day. I hope that you had a good one. So, this is the new background that we'll pretty much be doing from now on. I've been doing this thing in the car for quite some time. But, anyway, for the mothers out there, I wanted to stop and wish you a happy Mother's Day. We seem to be getting a lot of responses from the video we did on dealing with abusive and manipulative adult children. So I'd like to dedicate this piece to that today, and I want to talk to all of the mothers out there that are struggling with this situation right now, because I had my experience with it, and it is not a pleasant thing. It can continue to spiral downhill if you're not able to take a hold of the situation. Now, the tone of that video was to pretty much take care of yourself as you try to sort out what's going on, like what's causing this problem, because it's always something in the back end. It could be that, the other parent is encouraging it. It could be something that he or she or they feel like you didn't do as well as you should have. I mean, it could be a lot of different reasons why you're having this problem right now. But the point is that you have to put the situation under control, and you can do that by focusing on yourself. Now, you're not being selfish here. You're just taking a step back and sorting out what you can do to fix the situation. That is the approach that you're going to have to take. We mentioned tough love and just focusing on yourself, like I'm saying now, but there are a lot of different pieces to this that you need to pay attention to. The main thing is to just kind of pull back and get yourself under control. Once you're in place with that, then try to sort out what can be fueling this fire. It's just so many complaints. We had one recently where she's with her husband. This person is in there with her husband, and he is not doing anything. Like, she didn't go into details, but it was pretty much like she's alone. And usually when you're hearing these things, it's a single parent, whether it's a father or a mother. Now, there is no excuse for having two parents in the house and things are out of control. I'm not sure why our kids are behaving like they are so entitled. I mean, we've already done our jobs, but they are actually challenging us. And it doesn't help that we're in the middle of a pandemic. They're using this as an excuse to become even more lax. So you've got to first pull yourself together, because if you're not centered within yourself, then you're not going to be focused. And I can tell you that if you leave it alone, it only has worse to get, because I've never seen anything like this. Like, they've made the decision to do what they want to do in your house, and you're not supposed to say anything about it, and that's not the way it should be. Sometimes we get to the point where we're talking and we're saying the same thing, and it doesn't budge them at all. You've already raised your children. You have put in place the principles on, what adulthood is, and they have decided to do what they want to do, but at your expense. And that is something that cannot take place. So first, get yourself in order. And it's so sad that I have to be talking about this on Mother's Day, but enjoy your day. You are entitled to that. It cannot be left alone, because if you leave it, it only has worse to get. You've got to go on it heads on, but first make sure that you are centered within yourself. We've also heard of, I shouldn't have had children, and I shouldn't have gone this route, but don't have any regrets on your children. Don't do that. It was a good experience. It is something that I'm sure if the clock turned back, you'd do it again. It's just that something went very wrong. This is not on you. It's about the children and what decisions they've made at this point in their lives. As parents, we want to see them go the right way, but not at our expense. Most of us been sacrificial lambs to our children, and it's not that we want to be paid back. It's something that we decided. We did what we had to do to make sure that, they were well taken care of. But now it's time for them to be on their own, and that's not happening. So you have to slam the brakes. You have to put things under control and do it without any kind of guilt, because this is not something that you did. It's not your fault. I mean, yes, we might have some things that we contributed to it, but at the end of the day, things are being taken totally out of content. I mean, these kids are not able to tell right and wrong. A lot of them are not working with principles. The stories that we've been getting, it is really sad to see how you can give birth to a child and they can turn on you like mad dogs. But it is what it is. It's still your child or your children, but you've got to pay attention to you. Okay, so pull yourself together and do what you got to do to keep yourself healthy, happy, and stable. You've already done your job in raising your children. Now you've got to focus on you. And again, it might sound selfish, but at this point in time, this is the choice that, we have to make. We're looking into taking it a step further in getting a couple of systems open so we can do a lot more in this situation and others. It would all have to do with midlife issues, but we will be touching each entity for the problems that we're having individually. We'll keep you posted on that. Check us out at midliferises.com. Do subscribe to the channel. We have stuff like this coming all the time. Do not let anyone rob you of your joy, and that includes your children. Okay? You've already done your job. There is no reason to drag this thing out anymore. It's all about you now, and you're not being selfish. You're just doing the right thing to keep yourself centered, happy, and more importantly, healthy, because this stuff can affect your health. Just pay attention to you and do what you need to do. Okay? And we will see you next time. Take care now. Bye.